What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dev Hall, man. We back and we live for another episode, man. Listen, I'm smiling because my face should be glowing. I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera and everything, but my face got to be glowing. I'm here at the establishment, man. I'm at 387 Grooming. You feel me? You know, this segment right here is the Black Entrepreneur segment where I go to different establishments with the owner, the host, the founder, and we basically, sit down, we discuss, what made them decide to come up with this establishment, this idea, and things in that sort. In today's episode, we have Kiki,
Yes.
the owner of 387 Grooming. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all right. God woke me up today. God woke me up today, so I can't complain at all. Can't complain at all. So I'm glad you are a part of the Dev Hall show today. This episode, I've had made a post a couple of weeks ago, basically looking to see if anyone was interested on being a part of this, entrepreneur segment. And a friend of mine had reached out to me, and he referred me to you. He was like, "Yo, Dev, yo, man, I think you would like this spot, things in that sort." And he knows I'm big on black brands. Mm-hmm. So here we are today. We are at your grooming salon.
Yes, thank you.
So, grooming salon, black woman.
Yes.
What made you decide to get into this field and, also have your own building and establishment?
So I've been an esthetician, a licensed esthetician for about 7 or 8 years now. After working with female clients, I felt the need to cater to men, and especially men of color, because it's something that you guys don't actually do on your own.
Okay.
And if you create the space, then the clients will come. And so I felt like if I create the space, then you guys will come. The clients will come. And so that's what I did almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
I moved back from Miami to Philadelphia to open the business.
Okay. So are you originally from Philadelphia?
I'm originally from New York.
Okay, New York. What part?
Brooklyn.
Okay.
We getting comfortable.
Yeah.
Originally from Brooklyn, but
okay.
my mother and I moved to Philly after 9/11.
Okay.
So I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I say I'm a Philly girl.
I feel you.
So yeah.
I feel you. So, deciding to be an esthetician and things in that sort, did you have that type of desire or that type of, desire growing up? Like, when I get older, I don't want to be a stylist and things in that sort. I wanted to, cater to the skin and things in that sort. What made you decide to get into that?
So it was always something I was passionate about as a little girl, but I was deterred from it because I was told that people in the beauty industry don't make money.
Okay.
And so they said, you need to be a lawyer, you need to be a doctor. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And I tried, but my passion wasn't there. I didn't have the desire to really stick it out. Mm-hmm. But I knew I enjoyed helping people and talking to people and making people feel good about themselves. Mm-hmm. And so once I tied it all together, I realized it was the beauty industry that I wanted to be in.
Okay.
So I moved to Miami in 2011 to pursue the beauty industry, and I went to beauty school there.
Okay. Now in beauty school, you know how like in communication school or any type of school, they have different lanes. Mm-hmm. Now in beauty school, first thing I would think of is either makeup or hair. Mm-hmm. So as far as treating the skin, you wasn't like, that's blood, or like that's someone else, and then
No. Prior to going to beauty school, I was a medical assistant.
Okay.
So I was already familiar with that.
Okay.
And I worked in St. Christopher, so I worked with children. Okay. So it was easy, to do that. And initially I did cosmetology, which focuses mostly on hair. Mm-hmm. But then I decided that I wanted to switch over after completing cosmetology to focus only on the face.
Okay.
So pimples, blood, stuff like that is not, it doesn't bother me.
How long did it take for you to do this as far as the process, as far as you receiving your certification or license?
Extremely easy. I was very disciplined and dedicated to getting it done. Mm-hmm. So in Florida, the program is 600 hours, which is 6 months. Okay. I did it in 3. I went.
OT.
I had a very flexible schedule, and so I went to school, and I got my hours in 3 months versus the 6 months. I took my test. I passed in the first time, and I had a job lined up already, probably a couple weeks later. Okay. Yeah.
Now I want to get back to the point you made as far as you having experience working with female clients, and down Miami.
Yes.
All right.
Very big difference.
Right, down Miami, and you made that transition moving back up here. Mm-hmm. Now, did you say, you know what, like, was it a bad, like, experience that you had that said, you know what, like, I'm just gonna focus strictly on men versus keeping it, unisex,
Yeah.
like doing this man and woman.
It wasn't a bad experience, but I had a few experiences during the Black Lives Matter
Okay.
move, and this was also around the time when like George Floyd situation was going on, and we were seeing a lot of black men being killed and
Right.
by the police, and on the news. And so for me, I felt like where are where are black men going to? What's a safe space for black men outside of the barbershop? And where do you learn about wellness, skincare, self care, mental health? And for me, it was just like, okay, this is just in the barbershop, but somebody else needs to create this lane for them. And I had listened to a podcast that was on the Breakfast Club
Okay.
about mental health.
Okay.
And it was about the organization here in Philadelphia,
Okay.
Black Men Heal.
Okay.
And it really just sparked something in me to create something in Philly for black men, where they can learn about their skin. Because I really feel like, if you take care of your insides, you take care of your outside, if you look good, you feel good. And for me, it just made sense to bring this here and to cater to black men to help inspire you guys to take care of yourselves, to pour into your cup. You can't pour from an empty cup.
No, for real.
So.
No, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. So I like that message behind it as well in your reasoning. And I'm pretty sure, you got some men that come to you and it's like, yo, man, Keek, I need a facial or things in that sort, like, and you're the only person I trust, things in that sort. And these men probably got girls, wives,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like, what?
Oh,
She the
yeah.
only one? Like, do you have that issue? And like, it's like, some people don't really believe that,
Oh,
like, and
for
I do,
sure.
you know how that
Yeah.
goes. Like, you do be having those run-ins
Oh
and
yeah,
things
when
and
I
shit.
first started, I had a lot of pushback from females that would question why I only wanted to see men, as if I couldn't make that choice as a business owner, and I can. And I did, and I felt like, as a woman who indulges in self-care myself, I felt like I've seen men come to the nail salon and be uncomfortable with getting a pedicure because the women all watch and look at his feet and make him feel uncomfortable. In a spa, sometimes they want you guys to, put on a robe. You might not want to do that. You might not feel comfortable with doing that. And so I felt like I'm going to create this space that's just for men, that the energy, my Black Effect walls, pictures of black men,
We about to get
culture.
into that, yeah.
And that was really important to me. I have had some pushback with women, but I've also become like friends with some of my clients' wives. They've
Okay.
been to my house,
Okay.
hung out, had lunch, drinks. So.
Right. Mom servicing,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel that. Now, as far as catering to the black men and the men in general, I see your wall. The first thing I noticed when I walked in was the sign outside and also the room and the books, the novels. We got to use that word. So I'm looking at on this wall and I'm seeing a lot of iconic figures.
Yes.
And is there a reason why you picked these guys, or just like
So some of these men I have been inspired by. Obviously, majority of them we all know from being actors. Obviously, politicians, our president. My dad is a musician, so I wanted to make sure I included musicians, athletes. Being from Brooklyn, Spike Lee. I just felt like for black men to see themselves and other black men throughout culture,
Okay.
to know that you could be an actor, you can be the president, you can be an activist, you could be Michael Jordan,
Right.
a boxer, whatever, but that you shouldn't exclude yourself from the potential of what life could give you, or what you can get from life.
Right. And also, you got the novels as
Oh,
well. You have a
yes.
lot of different novels. Like I had the Charlemagne,
Yes,
the
I have
Black Privilege. I have that book. I see you have the Jeezy, Barack Obama, Jay-Z, the Kobe Bryant book.
Yes.
James Baldwin, a lot of different books. Honestly, you make a guy feel kind of comfortable in this
Yeah.
in this spot. I mean, I ain't gonna say kind of. You make a guy feel comfortable in this spot where you have people that you're assisting in one room, and this can be the waiting
Yeah,
area.
exactly.
It kind of gives you the
Yeah.
barbershop feel
Yes.
in a sense,
And
outside of new barbers in this area right now.
yeah, no, but
And
we're
this,
gonna have a barber.
oh, you're gonna get to that. Talk to me.
We
Talk to me.
No, for sure. I wanted, and this actually, prior to me having a physical space, I knew that I wanted this wall.
Okay.
I knew that I wanted the wall to be gray. I knew that I wanted to have black and white pictures and black frames with black men. And I wanted my coffee table to have black authors and black faces on the front. And so I made sure that I had these books here. So as you are waiting, which it's never a long wait, but if you are waiting or someone is here with you while they wait for you to finish your service, they can read one of the books. I've had a lot of people actually swap out books, so borrow one and bring one back.
Okay. Like a library.
Yeah, almost like a library. And even pick up a book that they never read. I have clients who are authors, and I have some of their books here too.
Okay. That's love. That's giving, those people exposure as well when people are sitting here waiting. Now we were just about to, we were talking about the barber stuff, and as far as you being there yet or whatever. So you're looking to expand or expand opportunities for different people in your business. Can you elaborate on that?
So this is my second location. I recently relocated from North Philly to Germantown. And initially I was in a studio.
Okay.
So now I am in 1,200 square feet.
Okay.
And I have space on the other side that allows me to house a barber, a nail technician, as well as a loctician. We do have a loctician.
Okay.
Shout out to Alyssa. And barber, Kay the barber. She's one of my really good friends. We do pop-ups together. Okay. We actually have a pop-up this weekend. Okay. And I really wanted to create a space for men, all in one. Okay. Kind of like a one-stop shop. But it's a chill vibe here. You can get a facial, you can get a haircut. If you have locks or braids, you can get a retwist here. You want to get a manicure and a pedicure without feeling like someone's going to watch you or judge you for, your nails. It's not like that here. Right. This is a safe space. Right.
I like that. With all these ideas and things in that sort, you just basically was speaking on you having experience at, St. Christopher's, you working or being a student at, down in Miami in the beauty school, and also, you having a flexible schedule. What made you decide to make that transition to being I'm not sure, are you a full-time entrepreneur?
Yeah, I am.
Well, what made you decide to devote yourself to being a full-time entrepreneur versus having that 9-to-5 life or whatever the case may be?
Well, both of my parents were entrepreneurs. My dad is a musician. He still is a musician. That's been his passion since he was a child. Okay. My mother, she was a masseuse. So I was raised that way. I saw that, and I knew that it was something that was very much capable and achievable for me to do. Growing up in previous jobs, I've held positions as a manager or a key holder, and it taught me how to run a business. Right. So there was no reason for me not to be able to run my own business. So I did it.
Okay, I bet you know how, you made that job sound so easy. I ain't gonna lie, but you know how it is. Just like we had a conversation off camera, me and, oh my goodness, Taj, just that quick. Yeah, me and Taj was having a conversation on camera and just talking about taking that leap. Was this something that was I don't know if I should leave yet, or you was I already got my plan on what I'm doing, I'm not looking back?
Yeah, that's what it was. So during COVID, we couldn't go anywhere. Miami was shut down. So it allowed me to focus.
Y'all was red zone.
We were shut down for 3 months. For real. We had a curfew, and you could not be outside.
I was down there around that time. I remember the curfew, the cops coming up.
It was a lot of things. So the gyms were closed, so even that was a struggle for a lot of people. So no, we were really shut down, and I just prioritized, what I wanted to do. I had the plan, and initially the plan was supposed to move back in 2021 and just travel once, COVID was over. But I just decided to use that time to sit down. I felt like God wanted me to sit down with the world, to sit down and just focus on what was a priority. And my priority was creating this space. So I didn't have any distractions. I wasn't partying. I wasn't going to brunch after church on Sunday.
Right.
And I just was like focused.
Right. I feel you.
So
Not sacrifices.
yeah,
Right.
you know, you're not spending money, you're not going out, you're not being distracted. And it just allowed me to focus on how do you create a business, watching YouTube University, talking to friends who have businesses, studying. And that was my time for me to say, I'm creating this right now in this season. I'm planting these seeds. And when things are open and we're back to working and making money again, that's when I just start stacking my money to move back home.
Right. And you say you've been in business for 3 years up here, and it's your second
In
location.
June will be 3 years.
All right, June.
So like 2.5 years.
Okay, so you gave me about a nice little mini facial treatment.
Yeah.
Now, if you can explain what was the procedure and like what was you applying on my face?
So we focused on hydration in our little mini facial.
Okay.
We added some steam. I did a double cleanse. I used our face and beard brush, which is like a handheld exfoliator. It helps to remove dead skin cells, opens up the pores.
Okay.
And then we did serum. Added a serum and moisturizer. We didn't go too in depth just based off of the time, but typically our facials run from about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. And do you have different type of facial treatments or packages?
Yes. Yes. So we have probably about 7 or 8 different treatments, ranging from acne treatments or beard care.
Okay.
If you have issues with hyperpigmentation, like scarring of the skin, we work on that. Also, the treatments for ingrown hairs. A lot of guys have ingrown hairs, so we work on that. But we do have a variety of treatments that can be offered to, or available, I should say, to everyone.
Okay. One thing I did notice, like I said, us walking in here, was the space, and I know you spoke on that as well. But the space, like normally when I see people that offer these type of services online, it's normally like you said, you came from a studio at some point, a studio or in someone's room.
Yeah.
Do you need any type of like, I'm not asking this because I'm pretty sure some people that look to one day be in her position, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to say higher, but just be in her position. Do you need any type of like zoning or anything for this type?
Oh, for sure, yeah. When you go from maybe a building that is commercial, that's operating as a commercial space, they have their zoning, and you should have your own zoning based off of the type of service that you're doing. Okay. Just so you're running your business legally.
Yeah, right.
So yes, when I did relocate here, I did reach out to Pauletta. Y'all should check her out for sure. She helped plug me into getting the right zoning for me to work in this location. Okay. So it's now a zone for a salon. Okay.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking that because there's really some people that really want to know certain things. I want to do that. I want to be an esthetician and like take care of the skin, but I don't know the proper steps. If I get my LLC, if I find a building, like, can I just do it? Like, I don't, some people don't know these things, so that's why I'm asking that question.
It's really important, I feel like, to have mentors or people that have gone before you to actually ask the questions, follow their steps. Right. I had an amazing friend who still is my friend, Anna, that owns Brow Lash in Miami. She took me under her wing and she helped me so much, like from the beginning. And so I learned a lot from her, and she helped me prepare to open this business.
Now, how was your experience? Like, how was your experience in Miami though?
As far as what?
As far as just life, because reason I'm asking that because Miami and Philly is completely different.
Oh, very much. Initially, it was nice. It was lots of partying. I lived there during the fun times of Miami. Okay. It was really, really fun. Right. And so Miami taught me a lot. It exposed me to a lot of things that I was completely unaware of, and I feel like I was just like maybe shielded from a lot of things living in Philly. It was a lot.
I think it. I mean, the reason I asked that question because I know people say they'll move to Florida, like the outskirts, but like living in Miami.
I lived in South Beach. huge.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like that right there, I can imagine. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like that's just
I
spot.
worked 3 retail jobs.
See?
I went to beauty school and I would go out every night for like 3 or 4 months. It was insane. Insane.
Like how was your body
And
resting?
I was sleeping in class. I don't know how I graduated beauty school.
Word.
But I did. Yeah.
Word. That's an
And I worked
experience.
there twice, obviously, because I enjoyed it that much.
Word.
For 2 different programs, though, so not the same. But it was definitely a fun time. It was an experience that I appreciated. But after 3 months, I also was like, I'm tired of this.
Right.
This is a lot on me mentally, emotionally. I felt like, I had to go out. And then once I realized that this lifestyle is not going anywhere, I'm getting older and I came here with a vision and with a purpose. And I was like, I'm not going to lose track of that.
Right.
That was one thing that I was very, very strict about.
Right.
I'm here to go to school. I'm here to gain knowledge about the beauty industry, to get into the beauty industry, and to make connections. Okay. And I did all of those things.
Right.
So
while having fun.
While having fun.
Right.
But then again, like I said, once I started to realize, okay, Miami is also really cliche. I was over that. Coming from up north, we're not really like that. It's not what you can do for me or what I can gain from knowing you, and a lot of that happens in Miami. Right. And once I realized that, I was kind of turned off from it. So
I feel you. So, where can people find your location? Because location is like you would think you're going to a mall, but you would have to actually like type it in and everything. Like she said, she'd be in the Germantown section. But where can people find you at? Like, can you give them like a quick little landmark or something?
Okay, so I am between Maplewood Mall is between Shelton and Green. And we are in the Germantown section, right near Germantown Friends, and Green Street Friends is actually right behind us. It's a very chill, quiet block. It's not much going on over here, which I love. And it's extremely safe, peaceful, quiet for my clients. So you don't have to worry about your cars getting broken into over here. We're no longer in North Philly. And my neighbors are cool. So we are at 30 Maplewood Mall.
Okay. And the name of your, the business is 387 Grooming.
Yes.
Now, how can people actually find you and also book appointments and things of that sort?
So you can follow me on Instagram, 387 Grooming, also on TikTok and Facebook. On our website is, www.387grooming.com. We have products as well, so you can find our products and to schedule appointments all online. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you having me here.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you being a guest on the Dev Hall Show, the entrepreneur segment. I appreciate the mini facial. I'm looking to come here and get more services.
Yeah.
And also, just basically, enjoying conversation in the near future on building, expanding and seeing where this business go.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Talk to me.
What's next for you?
As far as what? As far as the show or as far as...
What's next for the show? Where do you see the show going?
Oh, I like that. That's a twist. No one ever asked me a question on my own show in 5 years and 4 seasons. I like that. Well, I eventually have an idea, and my idea is to have a platform channel. Okay. A channel. Channel meaning like for example, just like how you have this, this establishment, you have, where you're focusing on, what you're focusing on. As far as you being an esthetician, you have the loctician, you have the barbers, then you have the nail tech, right? Cool. All the breakdowns. So what I'm going to do eventually, hopefully, God willing, I go down to Atlanta and I have my own establishment, own building, square feet, zoning, proper zoning, so we can move legally. Then I have, the Dev Hall Show, which I'm doing right now. Okay. Cool. That's going to be, all right, Bull. The Bull got his own building. He got his own show. Okay. Going to attack the black people. Not attack, but I'm gonna basically appeal to the black people, and just like black entrepreneurs in the podcasting world, the communication field. Okay. So with that being said, I'll have future podcasters. I have future videographers like my man Jay. I have people that's doing other things in media under the Dev Hall Show.
Okay.
So
Under umbrella.
one umbrella, almost like Oprah Winfrey, own,
Gotcha,
something like that. So that's what I want to do. How she had her own talk show, to her being in the movies, to her having own. So it's like that's what I want to have her do. I just didn't act yet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
And all of it.
the whole nine. So that's the plan. God willing, I'm just trying to keep my right foot move forward, and then that's it.
This is awesome. This is a great platform and how to start.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I know some people in Atlanta.
Word.
Yeah.
We got that's my hand. So you got me tongue twisted. That's why I said we gotta converse more into it because it's all about networking for real. Cool. I appreciate you, and
Thank you
it was
for
a pleasure.
having me.
Bet.